You know, in the world of tech, a groundbreaking idea is really only half the battle. The real question is, who are the people actually bringing that idea to life? So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the team at TOI Labs and see what makes them so uniquely built to create the technology of tomorrow.
So let's ask the big question right up front. What does it really take to build the future? Is it just one brilliant idea? A massive pile of cash? Well, the folks at TOI Labs think the answer is a lot more interesting than that. It's all about assembling a team with a very specific and very powerful mix of expertise. Let's start right at the top, with the vision.
Okay, so every great endeavor, right? It always starts with a clear vision. But that vision needs a leader who hasn't just dreamed about the future, but someone who has a proven track record of actually building it, piece by piece. To really get a feel for the leadership at TOI Labs, you have to understand this number. $115 million. That's how much co-founder and CEO Dr. Saiful Kondekar raised in a successful IPO with his last company. And look, this isn't just about the money. It's proof. It's a testament to earning the market's trust and executing on a massive scale.
And this guy's journey, it's been going for over 30 years. I mean, he started out as a software engineer for giants like AT&T and Delta. Then he founded firms that delivered solutions to massive clients like GE. And eventually, he became the very first Bangladeshi American to launch a company on NASDAQ. You can see how every single step was a building block, leading him directly to his mission today at TOI Labs.
So where is all that experience pointed now? It's all aimed at this, a mission to build the world's first infinite scaling Layer 0.5 blockchain protocol. I know, that sounds super complex, but think of it like this. Most blockchains today are like roads built on top of the ground. A layer 0.5, that's like building the very bedrock underneath all the roads, making the entire system fundamentally faster and way more powerful. He's leading the charge to create this new foundation for the next wave of AI and blockchain. And that's an ambition that absolutely demands his level of experience.
But a vision, no matter how brilliant, is just an idea without the technical genius to make it a reality. And that brings us to the architects, the people who are designing the company's core technology from the ground up.
At the very heart of TOI's technology is a concept pioneered by their co-founder and CTO, Dr. Justin Shi. It's called stateless parallel computing. Imagine trying to build a massive skyscraper, but you've only got one crane. It's going to be painfully slow, right? Well, stateless parallel computing is like having thousands of cranes all working at the same time, each on their own little task, without ever getting in each other's way. This infinitely scalable approach is what's needed to blow past the performance limits of today's systems, especially for the massive data needs of AI and other mission-critical applications. And the person who came up with this, well, he's one of the top experts on the planet. I mean, you can see the credentials right here, but what they really show is a super rare combination of skills. Dr. Shi isn't just some corporate CTO. He's an academic leader and a serial inventor who is literally helping write the book on blockchain for the IEEE. That signals a deep, foundational understanding of the theories that actually power all this stuff. And what's really cool is how that deep, foundational theory gets paired perfectly with practical, real-world application. So while Dr. Shi is pioneering these core concepts, senior blockchain architect Anku Arvind is the one who translates that theory into the actual protocol architecture. It's basically the perfect partnership. Dr. Shi is asking, what is possible? And Anku is answering, here's exactly how we build it, making sure the final product is not only groundbreaking, but also incredibly robust. Okay, so you've got the vision, you've got the incredible tech, but how do you make it work in the real world for the biggest organizations out there? Well, that requires a completely different kind of skill set. And that's where the enterprise experts come in.
And that's exactly the crucial role that Michael Hyde, the SVP of Technology, fills. You can think of him as the bridge. He connects that pure, raw innovation with actual, real-world business strategy. His job is to make sure that the incredible technology they're building isn't just some cool academic exercise, but that it actually solves real problems for businesses in these high-stakes, mission-critical environments. And when you look at where this team has been, it just inspires a ton of confidence. We're talking about 12 years inside the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta, delivering solutions for global giants with EDS. This team has proven time and again that they can perform in the toughest sectors imaginable, like finance and healthcare, where the cost of failure is just astronomical.
Now, obviously, a project this ambitious needs rock-solid financial leadership. That's Mahfouz Bappi's music. He's the director of finance. And what's so important here is his dual expertise.
He gets traditional finance, but he also deeply understands the new world of digital assets. And that's absolutely essential for navigating this crazy, evolving landscape and making sure the company's strategy is both smart and sustainable for the long haul.
All right, let's recap. We've got the vision, we've got the tech, and we've got the people to execute. What's missing? The final piece of the puzzle is that long-term strategic foresight. You know, the wisdom to see around corners and guide the company's growth. And that comes from their senior advisors. Want to talk about perspective? Check this out. One of their senior advisors, Michael Tomzik, helped launch the Commodore VIC-20. That was the first home computer ever to sell over 1 million units. This man has been at the very center of disruptive innovation for decades, from the dawn of personal computing all the way to the rise of fintech and blockchain. His entire philosophy is kind of captured in this phrase from his book, Neo-Innovation. It's all about a modern, disciplined way of creating what's next, and he brings that world-class perspective directly to the team at TOI Labs. And you pair that big-picture, innovative thinking with the operational know-how of Jenny Junkier. As an advisor, her whole focus is on growth, and she brings this really clear 3-step process to the table. First, you scale the organization. Second, you optimize its operations to get everything running at peak efficiency. And third, you transform the company by driving real, high-value change. It's the formula that makes sure a brilliant idea actually becomes a brilliant business.
So when you step back and look at the whole picture, all these different pieces, the visionary, the architects, the executors, the strategists, you realize they've built something incredibly complete.
It's really a simple formula when you break it down. You've got the vision, driven by Dr. Kondekar. You've got the groundbreaking technology from Dr. Shi and Anku Arvind. You have the world-class execution from Michael Hyde and Mahfouz Bappi. And you have the long-term strategy from Michael Tomzik and Jenny Junkier. Every single critical base is covered by a proven expert in their field.
And all of this leads us to one final, really powerful question. It's not really about if this team can pull off its mission, but maybe what else they can accomplish along the way. I mean, when you assemble this much purpose, this much expertise, and this much foresight all in one place, you have to ask yourself, what problems can't they solve?